Today we're finally setting up this outdoor pond right here, the 100-gallon pond. I'm super excited for it, and I just can't wait. Today's the day it's all going to be happening. Hello and welcome back. Today we're out here in the backyard. It's super windy. I apologize about that, but we're in the middle of typhoon season and it's not terribly bad. We did have some rain earlier this morning, but the weather is looking alright right now. It's just a little bit windy. You can see here as well, the weeds have just grown back so much. It's crazy. I can't do this all alone. All this weed pulling and making this yard look good, especially now because the main priority is working on the fish room. I still have so much to do in the fish room, and this is kind of second priority, taking care of the backyard. We're definitely going to make this backyard look beautiful and neat and nice. I'm still going to have a lot of trees and all this nice plants, but the weeds are just crazy. I don't want any of these weeds. Japanese people, we don't like having this in our backyards because it smells bad. It's actually like a medicinal type of plant, a weed, but it's really not that nice having it grow all over. It's invasive. It takes over the entire yard and it's just covering this whole place up. So I'm definitely going to be working on this, as I just mentioned, but today we're going to be filling this up because so many of you want videos of me setting up tanks and ponds, and I apologize. I haven't been doing much of that lately, and that's because I've just been working on the fish room so much. We've been kind of renovating it, and yeah, I just haven't had time to set any tanks and ponds up. It's also kind of my way of prioritizing because there's no point setting up a tank, doing an aquascape, and then having to paint the room because it's just gonna be super hard. I'm gonna have to move the tanks again, and there's no point doing that. So it's best to just get the room all done first, and then we can set up as many tanks as we like. So I'm sorry if you guys are having to wait so long, but please just wait. We're definitely gonna get that thing done and set up a bunch of tanks. But today we're going to be setting this up because I can't wait, and I'm excited for this kind of stuff, and not so much for painting the room and doing all that stuff. It's fun, but it's not really that fun compared to doing stuff like this. And you can see that the pond right now, there's a bunch of leaves in it. There's some beetles. I think they're dead because they've been in there for the last few days. And I'm just gonna clean this up and then we'll fill it up with water. Alright, so as you can see, the pond is emptied right now. I've just dumped all the water out and it's ready to be filled up. But before I fill it up, I've decided to get the air system all set up first. I've got to hook it up on the other side of the house. You can see some of my laundry there, but don't worry about that. So the air pump on the other side of the house, because that's the only place I've got electrical on the outside of the house, and I don't want to bring electrical cording all the way out here. So sorry, it's super windy here, but we're gonna bring the PVC pipe all the way out here, and I want it to go behind this pond. So if I fill this pond up, I'm not going to be able to get my impact driver behind there because it's gonna be too heavy to move, and there's not enough space for me to attach the thing with a screwdriver, my impact driver. So I'm going to get that thing all set up first, and I'll show you guys right now in the fish room, the air pump and the stuff I'll be using. So here we go in the fish room. I've been moving some stuff around here. I still have to paint this wall and probably that wall. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that wall the way it is, but I'll probably paint it. That side is super messy right now, but right here, this is the thing I'll be using. So this air pump, I actually used this before for this fish room actually, but it wasn't working out too well. It was way too strong for the amount of tanks I had, so that's why I think it'll work well outside. It will be able to power air around the whole house and into the pond, and I think it'll be enough, probably more than enough. And I'll be using these stainless steel, what do you call these things? Like brackets, holders for the PVC pipe. And I'll be fixing this around the house and using this PVC pipe for the air. But there's one thing I'm missing, and that is some screws. So I'm gonna go to the home center right now and grab myself some stainless steel screwdrivers. Not screwdrivers, but screws. Alright, so as you can see, it rained. I went out, I got all my supplies, and I'm working on it right now. I'll show you guys in just a moment. But So here we come to the back of the house. It's really messy, but you can see that's where my aunt and uncle keeps all their rice fish. It's all covered with water hyacinth. The hyacinth has been taking off this year, which is incredible, and it's even been flowering. Like you can see here, that's the flower that just died back, but they're flowering like crazy just last week. So right here, all my supplies, and this is the pump out of the box. And here you can see this is where I've got the, what is it, the plug. So this is the only spot in the house, outside of the house, where I've got the plug, and if we plug it in, it's currently running. So let me pull this out so you guys can hear it. This elbow right here is blowing air out. So I've just done PVC pipe on this side. Now I've got to go around the entire side of the house, or more like the back of the house, and then we wrap around to the front garden, or the backyard, whatever you call it. I don't know where the pond is, and then it'll be done. But I don't think I've got enough PVC pipe. I might have to go out and get some more, so that's kind of a bummer, because I just went out and got all these parts. But right here you can see sneak peek of the aquascape tank. It's a total mess. I don't want to show you guys, but you guys will see more of that tank coming soon in the next few weeks, because the aquascaping deadline is over and the results should be out very, very soon. So I'm excited for that. You guys will see all the videos about that tank. But for now, I'm just gonna get back to work on this and continue putting PVC pipe around the entire house until we get to the pond. Alright, so I'm halfway done. You can see we're all the way over there now, and if you look at this fence right here, that is where the backyard starts. So we've got to get it all the way to that fence, and then we can turn left and we'll get to the pond. So I'm gonna go out, get more of this PVC pipe, because I don't have enough of the long ones, and the long ones are the ones that I want. So I'm gonna get that, and we'll come back and finish this up. Alright, I've got the air pipe, the PVC pipe all hooked up. You can see it comes all the way here, and I've ended off with a little cap. So if I want to in the future, I can extend it, but I don't think I will. But this is what it is. And this part was the toughest, because I had to get under this little tree and this aloe vera plant that kept poking me. That wasn't nice, but you can see the PVC pipe. I tried my best to make it look as clean as possible, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome. Now with that all finished, I'm gonna tidy up the mess that I've made, and we're gonna get this pond set up. We're gonna fill it up with water, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so while the pond is filling up, as you can see right there, I'm going to get the filtration set up. The pump is running right now, so there is air blowing out of there. I'm gonna get this thing all set up with just regular sponge filters. Not just any sponge filters though, we've got the best in the business, the Aquarium Co-op coarse sponge filters. I'm so excited to be using this. Let's go and hook this up. No, they're not paying me to say that, but I did get these for free, but I also requested for them because I really wanted them. So thank you to Aquarium Co-op. And check that out, the outdoor goldfish pond has been complete. Not fully 100% complete yet, but it's filled up with water, and we're one step closer to fully getting the fish out here. But you can see the sponge filters, they're working really well. They're on full power right now, and I'm just loving it. It sounds so good as well. Listen to that. You can see a little bit of bowing going on the sides here, but it's not too bad. I'm not too worried about it, and it's just the way the pond is designed. It's a normal thing, and yeah, it should be good. And I know that many of you wanted me to build a cover for this, and I really wanted to do that too, but I just I need to save money right now because I'm putting all my efforts into the fish room, and that's the main thing that I really want to make look good. This thing out here, I don't mind it being like this. Maybe some algae will grow on it, I have no idea. But we're also going to plant this area up and make it look better using plants, so that should help. And here's a look from the inside of the house. You can see the pond is out here. Some of you guys are saying that I was blocking the entrance of this door, this window door. And yeah, I'm blocking this side of it, but this side is still good. We can still walk out from here easily. We just put another stepping stone there and we'll be able to walk out. But no one really uses this area because this is where we put our laundry stuff during the daytime. And no, laundry will not fall into the pond. We've got a safe height, and if we have like jeans, like pants like what I'm wearing right now, we just put it off to the side and it'll be no problem. Here, I have one right here which I can show you. Just like that. You see that? That is absolutely perfect. I am going to go and take a dip in this pond, but as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. In the next video of this pond series, we're going to be putting a bunch of plants in here, and then soon after that, the goldfish are going to be swimming out here, and I can't wait for that. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. It's cold. It's cold. And we're in. Whew.